I'd like to know what you have to say about histamine reactions to food. Okay, so I've gotten this question a few times. With histamine, what you have to realize is you can't stop a histamine reaction. You just can't. Histamine is the body's natural immune response when it's met with something that it sees as a trigger, okay? And this is very common in people that have allergies or in people that just are so congested in their body. We usually see this histamine type of reaction in people that have a lot of lymph congestion. You'll see it in their eyes. If their eyes are meant to be blue, they'll have various levels of chronic congestion. They'll either have acute congestion that's shown as white in the eyes, making the blue really cloudy, or if it's moved on to the subacute stage, it'll look very yellow on top of the blue, making the iris look a little bit more green. Or if it's really bad, it'll have moved to the chronic stage, which will make the blue eye look more brown. Sometimes this brown is gathered around the colon, around the pupil, and not spread all throughout. And you know, that'll be like the better case scenario of chronic lymph congestion, because once it's reached the entire iris, then you have a lot of work to do, right? So what does that mean? This chronic lymph stagnation really means that it's a breeding ground for cellular waste, acidosis, or even toxicity that you've come into contact with. So depending on what your trigger is, that histamine reaction trigger, some people have it for food intolerances, like you were talking about, histamine reactions to foods. Some people have it to chemicals or gas or perfume or neurotoxins. Either one of those triggers, you're always going to see that person have mucus congestion in their head or their sinuses, or involved here or here. You know, it depends on the symptomology of the histamine reaction to the food. If you're someone that sneezes a lot, or gets itchy eyes, or itchy throat, or itchy skin, then yeah, those are common signs of food reactions, food histamine reactions. At the worst being something like a chronic reaction. It would be like rapid heart rate, or sort of like an anaphylactic shock type of reaction. Now, those are things that we want to avoid, but the acute reactions that I mentioned before, it's very, very common. People that have allergies all the time, when they go on the raw foods is the only way to heal your body from overreacting in this way with the histamine release. But you're still going to have to go through these sort of detox symptoms sometimes. So you didn't say what sort of foods are causing you these histamine reactions, or if you have it, or if you were just curious. But what I tell people is, because some people are fearful about, you know, the histamines because their medical doctor told them about it, or they read about it in some article, and it says avoid these foods that are high in histamines or cause histamine reactions, right? So I'm here to tell you, lymphatic stagnation is the #1 root cause. If it's allergy related, up here, if you're involved in the head, you have a lot of mucus to drain out of your body, right? If it's involvement in like difference, like changes in your bowel movements, or like IBS, or if you get like uterine pains or bladder pains or anything like that, depending on where you're feeling that sort of reaction, you know that you are the most inflamed in that area of your body, right? Now, the other side of it being like a neurotoxic effect, I wanted to go into this because sometimes you can have a histamine reaction to food that is non-organic or sprayed with pesticides, right? In that case, it's not really the food, it's really the toxicity that is on that food. So for instance, I remember one time when I was on my raw diet, I was out with my boyfriend at the time, with my husband now, and he really wanted like a black bean burger, right? You know, he wasn't detoxing back then, but I was. So I was like, okay, we'll go to wherever it was, like I think it was Chili's, like a Chili's restaurant, and I ordered the salad. They had a lot of salads, so I was like, okay, great. I'll have my dressing, I'll have my bell pepper, my tomato, my avocado. I'll really dress that salad up, right? Within 2 to 3 bites of eating that salad, I all of a sudden became short of breath. And this is what happens when people that have weak adrenals and a weak nervous system are met with neurotoxicity, in this case in the form of a pesticide, because they don't wash their salad the right way probably, and of course the lettuce isn't organic, right? Nothing in chilies is organic, right? So because I had that weakness, I had that reaction. So I always tell all my clients, make sure you buy your produce organic, make sure it's pesticide free as much as you possibly can, because if you have this adrenal or nervous system weakness, you can suffer from shortness of breath, or heart palpitations, or neurotoxic effects from that food, right? So I thought that was really, really important to make known. But essentially, guys, the reason why cells produce histamine is just to help the immune system respond to that situation. How the body responds in that situation is releasing histamines, which is a natural chemical that all cells of the body produce, that helps to contract the smooth muscles or dilate the vascular system to create more permeability so that the immune cells can travel to that area and attempt to heal it, whatever that may be. So it's not about avoiding everything, oh my God, I'm being scared of histamines altogether. It's about going in there and fixing the root cause. The only reason why the body overreacts in this way is because you have an overabundance of toxicity within. So for instance, if you have a lot of congestion and you eat a fruit that is highly astringent and highly detoxifying, and you start to get cold and flu-like symptoms, or a fever, or you're getting some stomach pains or something like that, these are going to be natural detox symptoms in response to an astringent fruit or an alkalizing fruit or green, right? Now, some people have histamine reactions to things that they shouldn't be having a reaction to, but they're only having a reaction to it because their lymph system is overflowing. It can't handle any more toxicity, so the body responds with histamines as a normal immune response. I say the same thing about viral loads and bacteria. It's nature's response, and the solution is not to go after these like they're bad guys. The solution is just to clean the environment within, right? And sometimes that can come with a few growing pains during the detox process. Growing pains meaning sometimes you have to go through a bumpy road of some detox symptoms in order to come out through the other side. For instance, for me, right? I guess before I started my raw journey, before I healed my body, I would have histamine reactions to things like oranges or strawberries or mangoes. Couldn't eat them, couldn't touch them. I would get itchy eyes, itchy throat, itchy skin. My body would react a lot in that way. So what I did was I focused on the fruits that I could handle, that didn't create this reaction in my body. And then after about a month of cleaning my body with all the other foods, then I tested the waters. And then I saw, wow, I've cleaned my lymph system so much, I've relieved so much congestion, so much mucus congestion within my body that I'm able to handle oranges again and strawberries and mangoes, you know? So really, it's not about avoiding those foods forever, not the astringent fruits forever. It is about working your way through detox and cleaning your body to be able to handle those foods again, because food allergies are not a forever thing. Now, if you're having histamine reactions to things like, nuts, or to like, let's say meat or fish or dairy, those are understandable histamine reactions that pretty much everyone has those reactions. It's just that some people show it more outwardly than other people. The people that show it more outwardly are people that are backed up in their lymph system. That's the only difference. People that only show minor symptomology that they might even not notice when they eat those foods is because their lymph system hasn't reached that state of overflow where every time they put a tiny drop, like, oh, I'm eating my trigger food, oh, it's overflowing, my cup is overflowing, I'm having all these reactions, right? So that's the difference between those two types of people, right? So, yeah. We've helped a lot of people out of these situations, guys. It's not a forever thing, like I said. And really, I would just, like I said before, start the detox slowly. Do what you can handle. Avoid your trigger foods initially if they are coming from the fruits and astringent fruits. But if they're coming from foods that you shouldn't be eating anyways, then who cares, right? If you choose to have those harmful foods later on after you heal, like fish every once in a while or meat every once in a while or something, then that's your personal choice. But you'll find that you won't be having those same reactions again once you clean up and heal your lymph system. So lymph system is the main root cause of these sort of histamine reactions to food. Now, the second root cause is adrenal gland weakness. If your adrenals are not producing proper steroids, proper corticosteroids to put the fire out, right? To put this acidic burning fire out in your body, then your body is going to respond with allergies. Okay, so it's really important to address the adrenals. They do so much. So I want to say this. People that have these sort of reactions, I usually see their lymph nodes very backed up within the iris, or maybe they've had lymph nodes removed early on, or maybe removed due to surgery. It's very common. Or they would have had an accumulation of sulfur in their body that has petrified the lymph nodes, creating poor lymph node drainage within the lymph system is very possible. And that's what you really have to watch out for. So a lymph node formula is essential. Kidney formula, adrenal formula. If you have chronic lymph stagnation in the colon, you really have to open up all the channels of elimination in order to heal the cause of food histamine intolerances. But back to what I was saying before with trying to work your way through the detox levels. You never want to push yourself to the point to where you're having severe detox symptoms like racing heart or heart palpitations or shortness of breath or fainting or anything like that. That's a detox symptom that is not necessary to experience, and that can be dangerous. Thankfully, most people do not experience those detox symptoms. But if you find yourself experiencing those detox symptoms, that you have to make a change right away. Whenever I see these sorts of cases come to me, like if they have any history of having allergies or having asthma or having a lot of pains in their body, I always include the Spasm Calm formula in their herbal protocol. That will help keep symptoms at bay. That will help relax the nervous system if you're experiencing those detox symptoms. But like I said, as always, you can control your detox journey by going to level 1 to slow things down, or speeding things up by going to level 3 and fasting and beyond. So yeah, guys, histamines, that's not something that is super uncommon. I am here to tell you guys that elimination diets do not work. Eventually you're going to plateau. Eventually it's going to come to the point, if you just keep on eliminating your trigger foods and not detox, you will get to the point to where you cannot even digest or consume water. That's how bad it's gotten for some of our clients that come to us, that were put on these elimination diets and not taught about the lymph system, not taught how to remove acidic waste, and not taught about the root cause of having these histamine food reactions. It's not about treatment-based thinking. See, that mentality is about treatment-based thinking, like, oh, okay, I'm going to just do enough to push my symptoms back, to keep them at bay. That's not how you heal the body. It's not strong enough. So if you are having these issues, for anyone that's watching, you have to roll up your sleeves and dig deep into the detox work and clean out your lymph system, your kidneys, heal your adrenals, clean out your colon, drain everything, and see all these obstructions leave. And then you'll find that you won't have these reactions to foods anymore, okay? So I hope that answered your question. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate that all of you are so involved in your health and in your healing, because the more people that step up into their power to heal their health issues, the better this planet will be, the better humanity will be, And never let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Because if you have the want to do something, just by having that want means that it is possible for you. It is possible for you to achieve that outcome. That's very important. It's about having the right mindset when coming into this detoxification program, okay? And that goes for any area of your life, whether that's a goal that you want to reach, or a dream, or any of your ambitions, or your health goals, anything at all. You can achieve whatever you want if you have that urge right in the first place. Because the universe or God or whatever you want to believe in wouldn't have put that within your heart if you couldn't achieve it, right? So I'll leave you guys with that. And if any of you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can go to www.spiritualhealing.com. On that page, if you go to the services tab, you'll find the Master Your Health package. And in that package brings everything that you need to get started on your healing detox journey, to finally resolve all your health issues, to finally start on the journey to truly heal your health issues or your disease conditions. So in that package, the package brings a consultation with me one-on-one, and it also brings a diet protocol specific to your case, an herbal protocol specific to your health issues, as well as detox tools that you may need during your detox journey, like we discussed in this video before, to help your detox symptoms or to enhance your detoxification experience. And of course, it also brings the iridology analysis, which I go through in our calls. I point out all the different weaknesses, things that you can expect in your detox, what's causing you your health issues, and everything. So yeah, we have a lot of fun in the detox consultations, and I absolutely love talking to all of you that, so many of you say that you've seen my videos for, most of you say that you've seen all my videos, which I'm so honored. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's like really, really fun when we get to talk about everything. And I'm so happy that I'm able to provide hope for all of you. But it's not just empty hope, it's actual hope. It's actually real. Like, you can accomplish healing through detoxification. Okay, so guys, I'll leave the links down below. I'll leave the website to our services down below. And like I said before, if you have any questions that you want me to answer in the next Q&A video, leave them in the comment section down below. And then, next time I record a Q&A video, I will answer them. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.